Did Adele truly refuse to say hello to her Las Vegas fans? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Lovely to see you today. Yes, that is your big breaking entertainment story coming out of London. Bit of sad news also, the sad loss of the departed Meatloaf. Met him, great man, wonderful voice, what a superstar. What I liked about Meatloaf and those particular stars of that era was it wasn't manufactured, it was a true passion. They loved their music, you know, they didn't necessarily have to be heartthrobs like Fabian or Tab Hunter, that sort of thing. They just were great at being rock stars. And boy, what a rock star Meatloaf was. Now, of course, sadly we've lost him, but now we've also seemingly lost Adele, and this is all to do with the fact that she's decided to cancel some of her shows. Well, in fact, the entire run so far out in Las Vegas. Apparently, according to Adele, in a very tearful Instagram post, you know, there was nothing she could do. She'd been up 30 hours and her team had been struck down with COVID, the set wasn't ready. You name it, what could happen, happened. But not everybody's actually buying that particular theory, and here's the reason why. You know, when we think about Adele, you know, she has come from that performing arts school, you know, and you would have thought that they would have instilled in her that the show goes on. And here's where it gets interesting as ever for me, because a very good source out in Las Vegas said, well, you know, it was suggested that perhaps she could continue with a pared down show, as ever, allegedly. And that actually does make perfect sense, because when you think about all of those fans that have travelled across the globe to get to Las Vegas, you know, with hotels, airlines, trains, all of those things, non-refundable things as well, because many are checked into the hotels by now. Why not simply just say, look, you know, the rest of the mega show's not ready, but I don't want to let you down. I'm going to do this. And you could get by really with a piano, bass and drums and actually have a bit of a riotous night. She still would have got all of that mega PR. And more importantly, she would have had the support of her fans. It's interesting to note as well, you know, with Adele, that the recent album, although very successful, has not matched the previous success. And this really, as I often say here in the world of showbiz, is not really reading the room. You know, an album full packed about your divorce is not necessarily what things people are looking for now. You know, they want the happy clappy sounds of Kylie Minogue dancing around under a disco glitter ball. Take their mind off their problems. That's the point of being in show business. You park yours to entertain others. As for Adele, apparently she's threatening to do all of this again in April when she feels the shows will be ready for fans to finally see it. But when Adele steps onto the stage to say hello, will those fans now return? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.